Sure. Again, I went to Merrimack College. I was an assistant at Holy Cross and UMass Lowell. I just love coming to the gym of Dave Gavitt and Ernie DiGregorio and Jimmy Walker, Lenny Wilkins. I know how much tradition there is. So for me to coach my team in this building was very important. Eddie just came off a tough trip down in North Carolina, so we caught him on maybe a good time. But the Watson-Duke tandem is a problem that we couldn't contend with. But my kids fought. We were tied at the half. We were up with 5 minutes to go at Rutgers. We were up at the half against Hofstra. We just can't complete a game right now, but hats off to Providence. Eddie's a great coach, and he's going to figure it out. The Providence is always better at the end of the year, but today in the second half, they kept their composure, and they did what they had to do. So I'm very I think it was a great game for us. Now we go into our league play, but just thank Eddie and Providence College for the opportunity. And I think it was a well-fought, hard battle. But the Friars, won an alumni, which is not new to you guys.
Hey, Coach, I'm curious, where do you think you're ready to compete in the NEC? I know in some polls you are picked first. If you're together, do you like your chances where your team is?
Yeah, I do, Kevin. I really like our chances, but it's an equal opportunity conference. I was in the Big East when, Allen Iverson and Lawrence Moulton and Jim Calhoun had their teams, and that conference is a little imbalanced at times. The Big East now is balanced, but our conference is equal opportunity, So we won it. First time we won it, we were picked 9th. The second time we won it, I think we were picked 3rd. So I really like our chances. We had 2 players opt out that would have been starters. So we're learning right now. We've played 4 really good teams. And Providence being one of them, and we're just taking baby steps, and we've had leads in every single game, but we just don't know how to finish yet. We're playing 3 freshmen, and I love the freshmen. I love Jaleel. I love my team, Kev. So
okay.
We're gonna be there at the end, but obviously Jared up there, Bryant is good. There's a lot of good teams, and St. Francis PA beat Pitt, and so there are good teams in our conference, but I like our team, and I think we have just as good a chance as any.
Okay, great. Good luck.
Thank you. Somebody's got to ask me something, man. Come on.
Any other questions?
Sure, I'll ask one. Hey,
Thank
Coach, outside of David and Nate, I guess, was there a particular player or position group that you felt like you could do a good job on and did do a good job on today? No one else was really in double figures for them and really made an impact on them?
That's a great question. We just didn't do it. I wanted somebody else to beat us, and we did not make that happen. We just couldn't. We would, with the first possession of the game, we doubled Watson and stole it. But after 40 minutes, you guys know, Nate Watson's, he's a man now. He only took 8 shots and scored 20 points. So he was very, very efficient. And Duke is, he's a big-time player. Took 14 shots and 28. So we thought we can contain everybody else, but we couldn't let both of those guys get off, and we let them both get off. And, so to answer your question, it was really those 2. We had to stop one. We didn't stop either. Providence will eventually start making threes. It's just a matter of time. They struggle from 3 tonight, but then we didn't get enough offensive rebounds. But the Watson-Duke combo, 48 out of 79 is and getting them so efficiently is it's tough to beat those kind of Big East players in their own building where they practice every day.
Oh, all set. Are we good, guys? Everybody good?
Yep.
So, I mean, like we normally do, I guess I give a statement and then, David, you can go and then I'll finish up at the end. Yeah, where do you start? I thought FDU, they did a good job. They did a good job where we still got a little bit of a hangover from from Asheville. Very, very happy with the win. Was sloppy at times. Really, really glad that we made some free throws, was able to turn them over and score for our defense. We're a work in progress. We got a long way to go. Happy with the win, yet there's a lot of holes that we have to adjust, and hopefully we can make those adjustments. The games moving forward here are going to be very, very tough. You guys could talk with David, and then I'll talk after David.
Yeah, questions for David, anyone?
Yeah, Dave, am I muted? Can you hear me, Artie? Yep. I don't see David, but David, just talk about the tempo of the game. It seemed as if in the first half, you guys really couldn't get going offensively. In the second half, it seemed like you ran off your defense much better.
Yeah, I mean, we got off to a pretty slow start. Things weren't necessarily going our way on the offensive end. Defensively either. I think we just weren't as locked in as we should have been. But at halftime we made the right adjustments, and credit to coach for making those adjustments and recognizing what we needed to do. And I think we came out and we turned things around, in a good way.
What have you seen from Alan Breed the last two games? It looks like he's played well, back to back.
Yeah, I mean, Alan's, a very tough kid. He can be coached hard. That's one thing coach, always, credits him for being able to be coached hard. You can say whatever, he just shakes his head, yes, sir. And, goes about his business and handles his business very professionally. And I think it's showing up now. You see he comes in, he's ready to play, no matter if he's playing 1 minute or, half the game. He's ready to play and contribute. And, he knows his role. He knows what he's good at. And, he sticks to that. And that's what we need from everybody, to know, their roles and, stick to what they're good at for the good of the group so that we can, put people in places where they can succeed.
David, when you guys know you have areas to improve in, is maybe the way that Alan is a player and the way he kind of takes constructive criticism from the coaches what you want to see from your teammates, knowing that you guys still have some areas to improve?
I mean, yeah, a coach, always wants his players to be able to take constructive criticism because, it's college basketball. You're going to be coached hard. You're going to be coached tough. The best teams are able to be coached hard. Everybody 1 through 13 or however many guys you have on the team. So, yeah, I mean, that's just one thing that we need to all be able to do. And I think, that'll just make us better as a whole.
Hey, David, just talk about the synergy it looks like you have with Nate Watson. And, it's been a few games now where, you led the team in scoring. He's led the team in scoring. How much has that really helped you guys kind of building off of each other, as a top line front duel for you guys?
I think me and Nate, we just, do what we have to do in order, for us to put our team in the best position to win. I don't necessarily think, we're each going out trying to be, the top scorer, this and that. I think it's just, in the heat of the moment, we know who we need to get the ball to. It just happens that we, are aggressive and things like that. But, yeah, I mean, we've kind of took the lead of the past couple of games, and I think that's just how the game had flowed.
David, the other night after Alabama, you took a lot of responsibility on your shoulders, showed a lot of leadership there. How much did maybe that come out on the court, and how much did you want to show, sort of set the tone today for what happened?
Yeah, anytime, guys, if you see us, not playing well or, we didn't come out, our approach wasn't good, I always take, blame for that because I feel like as a leader of a group, that's your job. You're supposed to get your team motivated. You're supposed to get the guys, ready to play. The other day, versus Alabama, I just think that I didn't do a very good job. And quite frankly, even today, I don't think I did the best job, trying to get the first group, motivated and to come out and, play with that aggressiveness, with that, fire in our belly, to come off to a good start. So that was one thing. But, I think as the game went on, I realized that and, had to, set the example, by my actions, but also with my words too, trying to be more vocal and, talk people through, defense and offense too at the same time.
Hey, David, is that where you might be able to help AJ? Obviously, you've played with him forever, close friends. He's struggling with his shot a little bit, but I think we all know that he's going to break out at some point.
Yeah, I mean, basketball games are up and downs, in a single game, and in the course of a season, there's ups and downs, but, it's just about staying mentally tough. And, luckily he has great teammates around him, including me, who, have confidence in him, ultimate confidence in him. We're still going to find him, get him the ball, just get him confident again, make him see a couple of shots go down, and, he'll be big for us, definitely.
Is there anything maybe you've seen on tape, David, that maybe you and the guards can do to create some, I guess, easier opportunities on the perimeter?
Yeah, I mean, we watch film every day, of the game we played before, of the team we're going to play. We talk a lot about, playing inside out, feeding Nate, driving the paint, kicking it out, things like that. Working hard to get your teammate a shot, not so much, working hard just to get yourself a shot, things like that. So we're still working, we're still learning, we still have a new group, a young group, and, it's going to take a little bit of time, but, I think we are getting better, slowly but surely.
Thank you, David. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Questions for Coach?
Ed, can you hear me?
I can hear you well, yes.
Thanks. What did you say to the team at halftime? It was tied at the half, and then in the second half, it seems you guys were able to put a little bit of a cushion. What was the message to the team?
I wanted to push the pace more. I mean, we're stagnant. We're trying to run plays versus playing basketball. We wanted to push the tempo. We wanted to try to get it off score off our defense, number one, but more just talk to them about the biggest adjustment we made was our approach and attitude. It wasn't so much an X and O deal as it was just we want to be in attack mode and, talk to them. We don't have the same group we had a year ago, and some of these guys are trying to learn how to play for us. And it's just taking a little bit more time than I thought. We're very, very young in a lot of positions as far as game positions are concerned. And some of the guys that we're asking to step up into a lead role just have to learn to get into that. We'll be better. We'll be better later. Right now, we're a work in progress.
Ed, probably Greg might be on top of your list there. Clearly, in the second half, that might have been the best he's played since he's been with you.
Right.
Is that what you see in practice, and what can we expect from him?
Greg has to be that energy guy for us. He's 6'6", 6'7". He can guard multiple positions. Again, he's just got to have a little bit more self-confidence. And don't worry about scoring. Just worry about playing. Just worrying about having an impact in the game. And if he can do that, I think he'll be a good player for us.
Ed, is that kind of the message you've told Alan Breed? Be comfortable out there. And we've kind of seen him be more assertive on the defensive end. Today, he looked like he took a step forward offensively.
I think, he's slowly coming on. He goes against David every day in practice and Jared every day in practice. So, his on-the-job training's pretty good, both offensively and defensively. And he's able to withstand that. So, when these game times come, there's not too many guards in the country we're going to play that are going to have that level of size. And I thought he played well against Alabama. I think he had a follow-up really good game today. We're going to need him to continue to progress to build our depth in that backcourt. So I was really happy. And he's earned it. He's doing a really good job.
David obviously took a lot of responsibility on his shoulders the other night after Alabama. When he comes out and delivers a performance like he did today, not just production-wise, but the tone he set by attacking, what does it say about his character?
He's a great young man. When you're able to put that much responsibility on your shoulders and, to come out the next game and be in attack mode, which we want him to be. We want all of our guys in attack mode. It just speaks to his character. You know, he's a good player, but he's a better person, great kid, great family. Seriously, he's a handful, and we're going to need him to do that as some of our other guys are struggling. You know, I mean, I don't know how many threes we've made in 5 games. You know, it's going to be tough to beat high-quality teams if we can't shoot the ball well and we're not defending the way we're accustomed to. So every day we need to improve, and hopefully we improve today, even if it's just by a percentage point.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Ed, off the top, when you said you're a work in progress, is there an area maybe that comes to mind right away that you would like to address first and foremost?
There's a couple of things I would address. Number one, our approach, our attitude on attention to detail, being able to guard the ball, our offensive efficiency, our defensive rebounding. I mean, obviously rebounding is a really, really big component to playing offensively and defensive rebounding. It's a lot of areas we need to improve in, you know, and unfortunately, you know, we don't have any more developmental games for our program, you know. We don't, you know, and normally in a regular season, you would have 5 or 6 games where you can get enough continuity and game experience for a group. And I continue to come back to say, really 3 guys played for us last year. You know, Greg got a cup of coffee every now and then, but AJ, you know, a lot more than Greg, but Nate and David. Everybody else is, we got our work cut out for us. And, you know, that's the challenge, and that's the exciting part about it. You know, that's the real exciting part about it. We're not where we need to be, but little by little, I know we'll get us there.
So, Ed, this is why this game was more worthwhile for you than playing a Rhode Island, playing another up game?
That shit is dead, man. I'm not worried about that game, man. We need to do what we need to do for Providence College. How everybody feels about that URI game. It's a good game. It's a great game. Right now, it wasn't in the works for us this year, and I don't know why everybody makes a big deal of it. You know, it's another game. I continue to tell you, and I will say it over and over again, Providence College cares about Providence College, period. The University of Rhode Island game is, that's it. It's just another game on our schedule. But there's a lot bigger fish to fry than the University of Rhode Island. The championship to the Big East does not go through Kingston. It goes through the Big East.
What do you think about, have you even looked at TCU at all?
I don't even know what color they wear.
Yeah, okay. All right.
I really don't. I mean, you know, I know they're the Horned Frogs. I mean, I know Jamie's style of coaching. I'll be up tonight. I'll be up tomorrow. You know, we'll be watching them. I mean, it's going to be a tough game. It's a road game. I think there's going to be fans. You know, I mean, this whole pandemic thing is nuts. It's nuts, you know. I got to take care of the Friars, and we got a long way to go, man. But that's the exciting part. That's the exciting part, you know. There's a lot of critics, you know, there's a lot of this, there's a lot of that. You know what we are? We're here. We got us a dub. We're improving. It's the Christmas season. Grab your eggnog, toast your bride, toast your partner. Keep it moving, man. Keep it moving.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Ed.
Thank
Thanks a lot.
you, guys.
Thank you, Coach. Thank you, Arthur.
Thanks, Ed.
Appreciate you.